This video is sponsored by DistroKid. Release as much music as you want to for one price per year, which starts at $22.99. But with the link that's on the screen, it's also in the description box below. You'll get 7% off your first annual membership, no matter which tier you pick. Thank you very much to DistroKid for sponsoring this video. Don't delay and start releasing your music today.
So today we're going to be having a look at this. This is the iHush Pro by Donna. It's a headless travel guitar. Now it's got a really unique design, as you can see, and it comes in two colors. This is the natural, and there's also a white, which has a little bit of a glistening kind of look on it. And Donna have already brought out a Hush I, but this is the Hush I Pro, where it has upgraded features. Now in the demo just before, you saw me twiddling around with the dials at the top here, and I'm going to go into what these are. Now this thing is jam-packed with features, and it might be the only guitar you ever need as an acoustic player. However, there is one problem with it as an acoustic player, but we'll go into that later. So the body is a single body, but it's actually 5-ply mahogany. It's all kind of one piece, but it's maple reinforced, as you can see the lines here, through the neck and through the body. The neck is a symmetrical feel, and you've got a laurel fingerboard. Now the only other difference really is if you get the white one. The white one has a different fingerboard. That's a Canadian maple, whereas this one is a laurel. It's headless, and we actually put the strings in backwards, so the nut of the string goes at the top and then you wire it at the bottom, and you can see there these are our tuning pegs. We go up to 20 frets on this because the body of the guitar is really small, making it really reachable from the 12th fret all the way up, where the dimension of this at end to end is 82 centimeters. centimeters, making it an ideal travel guitar. And with the top and the bottom adaptations that you click on, and I'll show you that in a minute, it's 32 centimeters from the bottom bit here to the top bit here. The depth is only 5.5 centimeters deep, and it is a really thin body guitar. So electric players who like that thin body design, want to play an acoustic, this is for you. It's also for me because I prefer thin-bodied acoustics. I use the APX 500 and 600 from Yamaha, and they're thin-bodied as well. This is super thin-bodied. It's really, really nice and really, really compact. The pickup actually just under here is a piezo pickup, and that's their YF01S upgraded pickup as well. With the Hush I, you need to put in a 9-volt battery, but with this one, you don't. It's actually got a built-in lithium-ion battery, which is charged by USB-C, which is just at the top here. And we'll go into all the top bits in a moment. The battery inside will last you 8 hours. Now the cool thing about this is it is a travel guitar, and these parts here, these guitar shapes, actually come off. This packs away in the bag, and therefore making it really highly portable. So we can take the bottom one off here. There we go. And then we can just pop that back in. Now you've heard the guitar, you've actually seen a little bit about it, a little bit of an overview. The other thing is what comes with it. And the bag is really, really cool. It's got lots in there to get you up and running. Let's have a look at that now. Okay, so getting this on the table and what's in the bag, there's quite a lot. So we've got the bag itself, and it's got these metal handles, which is really, really nice. And it's a 2-stage bag. So we've got a zip here, and we've got a zip here as well. So we'll start with the bottom zip, which just shows you where the guitar is. So if I go for that one right now, this is a slightly different zip. It's one of those sort of waterproofy, locked in kind of zips. So we do that now, and then just unfold this. There is the guitar, and then I've actually got the guitar strap with it. Now when you get it, that strap is not on the guitar, it's actually in the other compartment. But I just want to show you that's where it lives. And then if we open up the other top compartment, you'll see how much stuff this comes with. So what we have here is, these are the 2 parts that connect up. These are the metal parts that go onto the guitar to make it look like a guitar shape. There's one for the bottom and there's one for the top, and then they're velcroed in just here, which makes it really nice and simple for packing. You've then also got 2 compartments. So the first compartment here actually has another strap, and this is the bag strap to actually sling it over your shoulder if you want to, or if you want to just carry it in a different way. The next thing it comes with is plectrums. You actually get a couple of plectrums with it from Donna, and then you also get headphones. These headphones are kind of like in-ear monitoring headphones. And if we open these up now, you can actually see them here. These nice white headphones. They've got that sort of in-ear monitoring look about them, which is really, really cool. And they plug into the guitar on the go, so you can hear it. Next up, we have a nice cleaning cloth to keep it all nice and tidy. And then in this compartment, we've got the manual, because this guitar needs a manual, because you've got everything from the sounds, the effects, the tones, and how to edit it. Then they also supply you with a USB, because you can plug this into your computer for updating, so it's USB-C to USB-A. And finally, they even supply you with Donna's own guitar jack. This is a 1/4-inch, 10-foot audio cable. It's a pro audio cable from Donna. It comes in the bag as well. And the last little piece that comes with is an adjustment rod. And the whole idea behind this is so we can actually use it to adjust here, and we can adjust at the neck, we can adjust the truss, so we can tune this, obviously negative or positive, whether it's concaved or not, and this comes with it as well. So as you can see, this guitar is really unique looking, and it's got some really cool features just here. What you can now see is the top-down view. Imagine you're looking at the guitar, you're looking down, that's what you would see. But before we switch it on, I just want to take you through the switches and the buttons. Starting with, you've got USB-C here for charging, and we've got a headphone port. This is for plugging in the headphones that come with the Donna, so you can actually practice or listen to it or play through it. We have our on switch here, which I'll turn on in a minute, and then we have our master dial. This is the master out, going out to the 1/4-inch jack. We have a value, select, and edit, and these 3 work in tandem through the menu system that you see through the screen here. There's a Bluetooth button, there's also a save, and this is to save the presets. As I said before, you can save them directly on the device. And then you have the air boost and the tone boost. The air boost and the tone boost are clever EQs. So if you want a richer, fuller sound, you can turn the air boost up. And then of course, if you want to change the tone of the sound, you can do that here. The nice thing with these is they're a little bit lower than these, so you don't hit them by accident, and they're quite tough to change actually. And then there's a nice little reset right in the middle at 12 o'clock. So without any further ado, let's switch it on. You'll see a little Donna sign, and the first thing you'll see is bypass. This means it's not using any of the internal effects or the IRs. It's a true bypass straight out to the 1/4" jack. What we need to do to change this is use the edit dial. So if we change this once, we're now into the presets, and this is where we use the select. So we can go from preset 1 all the way through and scroll up, and this has a nice click to it, which is great, all the way up to preset 18. Give it one more, and it scrolls back round to preset 1. You can see here the volume at the very bottom. Now they're set to 100 by default, but I changed it to 80 and then saved it. You've got the mull, the mod, the delay, the reverb, and the IR. Now with preset 1, there isn't anything being used there. There's just a little bit of tone, and we can check that and we can see what that's like. So we can go through each individual one. So on preset 1, we can go across and see what's going on. The multi is off, the mod is off, the delay is off, the reverb's off, and the IR is off. We've also got a frequency and gain control, and then we've also got the tuner. If I go back over to preset 1 and go across to preset 2, you can see the delay, the reverb, and the IR is on. So if we go across here, you can see they've gone white, and you can see which kind of delay it is, and which kind of reverb, and which kind of IR. This just follows through all the way. If you go to number 18, you can see all 5 are on. We've got everything on there. We've got all different kinds. There's a cloud reverb, there's a tremolo, there's a chorus, there's an overdrive, there's a type J IR2 there, and then you can see there's a little bit of frequency change here, so we can go across. You can see that 250 is 5.5. You can see there's a little bit of change there. And then going across, obviously, from each one, the last thing on every single one is the tuner. So if I was to strum one of them here, that we can see it's slightly out there, so we can just tune it up and down accordingly. And then when you get it onto there, you see these 2 little indicators that's showing you it's in tune. Now, if I want to connect anything like Bluetooth, for example, even if I'm in bypass mode, I can still do that. So I can just press this, it'll start flashing blue, and it's now looking for a device to connect to. So you can connect your phone, you can connect your iPad, whatever you want to do, your computer, and then you can play your backing tracks into this and hear it through the headphone jack or the 1/4" jack. Let's say I'm in a preset right now, and I'm going to go cross over to what that preset is, and I'm going to turn on the delay. So we'll do that now. We'll bring it into a tremolo, and then we'll change the value by going up to here. Now, let's say I want that and I like that and I've edited it how I want. I can click save, and I'll ask you, do you want to save this? And you can click save again, and it'll save it over to that memory. If I want to do the opposite, I want to turn that off. So we're going to actually turn that off to nothing. The first one is nothing there, and just click save, save again. It'll save that and override it. Just be aware that it will override any preset. And the only way to get that back is by plugging it into the computer and downloading Donna's software to get the original presets back on there. But it's a real simple, easy way to get the presets how you want them. Now, the only problem with this, with it being a silent guitar, or a hush guitar as they call it, is if you wanted to play this around a campfire. It's got a little bit of resonance to it, but it's nowhere near as loud as a traditional acoustic guitar. Because of the gigs I do, and also because I am a loop artist, I want it to be plugged in, and that's fine for me. However, if you want to practice with this, you have to plug your headphones in if you want to hear the sounds. And then also, if you want to go into a loud environment and you want your guitar to be heard, you're not going to hear it very well unless it's plugged in. So just be aware of that, and that is the one issue with this. So what do I think of this? Well, to be honest with you, it's one of these things, it's a little bit of a double-edged sword. It has its massive positives, and for $3.99 on Donna's website, where there are links where you can go and get one from me, then it is probably the most advanced guitar you could get for that price. But the thing is with this, is it's not an acoustic guitar. I can't sit around a fireplace and just play it because it's very quiet, like incredibly quiet. That's why it's called the Hush. The other thing I've found as well is that the tuning pegs, these are a little bit odd to begin with, but you do get used to them. The thing I found as well, plugging it directly into the looper, for example, the bypass sound is a little bit thin. Now, if you go onto literally the very first program, it drops down the sound a little bit, but you can then obviously boost it with the air boost, and you've also got the tone as well. IR-wise, I really like the Koa one. I think that's the nicest sounding one personally for me. I would personally be changing these sounds and editing them, and just take some time just to have a couple of different sounds, maybe a couple of different effects to use with the looper and use on stage. Massive advantage, weight, size, and then also I can access more frets without obviously sacrificing any kind of fret size. This is a full size neck. I don't need to think about 9-volt batteries or AA batteries because you actually charge it by USB-C. But after everything I've just said, this guitar is actually going to replace my main guitar for now. I'm going to commit to it, and I'm going to use it for a couple of months and just see whether I miss a traditional semi-acoustic guitar, or whether I love this style and I never go back to a traditional guitar again. I'd like to thank Donna for sending this out to me, and if you want to go and pick one up, there is a link in the description box. Of course, it's an affiliated link, which if you click it, it helps out the channel, but at no extra cost to you. Now, Donna make loads of different things. They make instruments, they make speakers, but they also made a looper, and it's called the Donna Circle Looper. And if you want to check out that looper and how you can use it, have a look at this video.